Okay, so week 5. This was a little nerve-wracking at first because I wasn't sure if I would be able to build everything that I needed or would have the resources exactly in SharePoint, but turned out I'm really happy with what we have. So after we spent weeks of researching and planning, I'm set up at my computer so I can show you how to access it, and then I'll put in some snapshots as we go along to show you how the process went. On paper, it was a little bit different, but I think we managed to get the majority of our ideas or the goal that we wanted to set into actual use or functioning tools. So I created the team, or had IT help me create a team with, for now, me and Dr. Davis. The plan is to have the exponential learning task force team, experiential learning task force team, to be part of the design team as well, and that way they can see the feedback or give us feedback on what they feel like could be missing or needing. So in the team, we created the Career Connections Hub prototype team, because right now it's still a prototype. And then when you open it in SharePoint, here is our cute little homepage, and then it's got some features for Career Connections Hub. It's got the tasks, the links to go to each section, and then right on the front we have the submitted opportunity for our career partners. And so with this is a Microsoft form. It will populate into our Career Connection opportunity tracker, and I have some already pre-entered. So if you go in, your organization will type the organization name, contact, job title, and then it has opportunities listed, and so on and so forth. And then you can even be as specific as to decide if it's all business students, a specific major, what kind of opportunity, location, and then it gives them the option to put comments and all the things that you think you would need. And then, as I said, the list will populate. We decided to have extra titles, extra columns at the very end of it that I had mentioned in my last video. We weren't sure exactly how or if it's going to be useful, but we created a couple lists, sorting options where it could give us only the new ones, it could give us the old ones that are in progress, or it can give us the ones that we've deemed as complete or placed for students. And then we can task out who is managing or building those partnerships with either the students, the businesses, or the experience. So we created the pages, they're coming together. The about contact, the purpose, the background, the technology, employers, how they can engage. We also listed our existing resources at the university in case they are like, well, I've already filled this out, or I already am part of Handshake and nothing's happening. This isn't replacing those things. It's just giving us an option to get them into a filter, into one funnel, funneling them to, so we know for the college. I especially like the Microsoft list. That's going to work out better than I expected. The most important thing that I'm seeing is that it is sustainable. It is proprietary for our college and the university's software systems. It is education and technology. It's going to bring us together. We still may have to tweak some of the workflow, but at least now we're not relying on word of mouth. And if people in the college, like faculty or administrative assistants, get emails, they can actually go on and submit something on behalf of the employer that reached out to them. Because a lot of times, like I've mentioned before, I'll get several phone calls in the dean's office For businesses that want student experiences, they're not looking for free labor, and we have to be very specific on that. But that they were students once and wish they had opportunities shared with them. And so now we can do a better job with that. And a lot of them are actually alumni. So we're beginning to see something that looks really good, and that's very usable, sustainable, and fits within the way people already work. So let's hope that the tools are going to be prosperous for us. The student section will probably need a little bit more work, because besides creating the list, we're going to have to figure out what access students have to those lists, or how we present it to them in a way that doesn't seem overwhelming or bulky, or is clean and clear. So that will come with the evaluation process to help us decide how we can filter it out a little bit better and get it to our stakeholders and our users. So the next part is to talk more about evaluation and reflect on what I've learned through this process, and how this whole experience has really put what I've learned to use in a very functional and real world way, because I have a unique opportunity that our college needed something, and that I was gaining the knowledge to be able to help them build something and use something that will keep us as an accredited university, or at least a portion of that accreditation requirement to get a workforce of students that have the experiences that they need. So again, just to recap the Career Connections Hub prototype, we have a student section that explains to the students what we're trying to provide them, an employer section that will give business people the opportunity to understand the kind of relationships we're trying to build, and opportunities we need from them for our students, and a way to submit those into a database. Faculty and staff, to have them understand what the same things are, and then how to reach out to us if they have any questions and the kind of technology that we're supporting. So here's to some reflection, some figuring out what is working and what's not working, and how we're going to decide if this is the actual direction we need to go with our project, and evaluate what needs to be worked on. Okay. Next time, let's have some reflection.